And our model will be the watermelon. Let me put it this way. Our model is going to be the watermelon. To start this picture, we take our pencil bag, and for this first watercolor we're going to make a little outline. So we observe this melon, and we draw around the contour. We draw very, very light a contour. So we know where we have to paint. And we see green, we see red, and we see the little pits. So, then we take some water. We take the water, we take the paint, we don't make it too wet, and we choose our color on the paper. To find the right color, you make a sample. And you look for the right color till you find it. Here I got the green I would like to use. So we start with the green. This is the edge that I can see from the watermelon. Then we clean our brush. We dry it a little bit, take water again, and we look for the red we would like to use for this watermelon. We mix our color till we find what we need. It's a little too heavy, this red. You see it got variation of red. And we fill in this red on our picture. And we leave little pieces for where we see the little pits. You can also see in this painting that when I use lots of water, I get a very clear surface. And when I use less water, the color is darker. Then the other side, we see a little point because from the shell to the fruit, there is a little white band. So I leave it white, I let the white of my paper play its role. Now we have been using two colors, and we look for a nice color for the little grains. This will be brown, an earth color. And we make these little grains. You make your painting from the angle that you see this watercolor. Now we got a pattern. We see we have three colors used, and we have a surface. We can use this as a pattern in the future. In the future, we're going to make some crafts, and it's nice that you can draw by then and make a color picture to use this as a pattern for our programs on craft. And we keep on drawing. I see that my watermelon, that the color gets lighter when it's drying, so I look back for my colors, and I'll go over it. Watercolors, they dry, and then you can put another layer over it to find the dark. And you really observe it. You see, and what you see, you draw. If you see a darker color, that's where you have to put a darker color. Remember, like in the tones, in your lessons on tones. This goes step by step. You really see it's darker here. When the brush gave all its color away, we look for new color. We see in the watermelon that it got little white lines. So we just don't touch these white lines. We don't paint with white or black. We only use the white and black, the black for an accent, or the white to touch up. A picture. You see the model like this. That's the way I'm seeing this model. You cut your watermelon the way you would like to see it. This is the meat of my fruit, and the green I also see it's got too light. Now it's dry, so I would like to go over it. Where I want it dark. Where I see it light, I just leave it. And I remember with my brush I can make a very nice fine line. That's what I'm going to do for the edge. For the really outside of the shell. And in between it's not really white, but very light green, so I just use water, and the green was still wet, the red was still wet, will flow together and give me the tone that I see on my watermelon. For the center, it's more lighted, but not really red. And there we go. And the pits a little bit darker. For the pits, we should wait till it's really dark so we can make them really very detailed. So here we have our picture of the watermelon, and where we want accents, we draw accents. And we clean our material when we're finished, and we start looking for a new model. In the future we will make more watercolors, and you work on your watercolor till the end, till you have what you really want. The use of watercolors is like the use of pencils. Only with practice you can learn. In our next lesson we will talk how to frame our nicest work, and we will show how to do it, and we will also talk about compositions. Thank you for being with us in Drawing by Observation, and we'll see you next time. Make sure you don't miss it.
Dibujando por observación. Estudie el arte del dibujo básico, en libro o videocassette, en su librería más cercana. El curso completo en una sola obra, Dibujando por observación.